Still look at the scores of refugees trying to get inside here. Trying to flee from Velen to a safer place like Redania. Radovid sucks flaccid cock, as Kalkstein used to say. Oh, Pamparam. Where's this blacksmith? Is he gone for dinner already? Alright, let's go to the armor smith then. At the main square.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steam.
Yeah, your mama.
Fancy, eh?
Honor in the fatherland.
Greetings again. So, you got a job for me?
What? For real? 300? So I think his... This must be a bug then. None of the merchants' inventories are resetting. How am I supposed to get rid of all that stuff here? Can't even... I mean, I can sell a single one of my blackjacks, but that's not helping. I mean, I guess I could buy some of his ingredients, but I don't wanna. Okay, so if we're dismantling Headhunter, we just get bullshit back and the sword's gone, but we'll get our Triglav runestones back. Same is true for all that other stuff, right? That's not really worth to dismantle those. Only if there's like runestones in them. And I think I'm gonna do that here though. That'll give him a little bit of money. Right, and the other option is to remove upgrade, which will give us the sword or the item back, but which will destroy the runestones, I think. Or will it? What's this? That's my Manticore gauntlets. Oh, I have a glyph of Erden in there. What do I have in here? The Dustbog runestone. Okay. I gotta try that out. Give me a second. Don't want to lose any items in the process here. So...
Oh, that's fantastic.
If I do... remove upgrade on this... Upgrades will be destroyed when removed, right? But I'll get the sword back. If I dismantle it, the item will be permanently destroyed. Any upgrades will be recovered. Yeah, I'd rather have that. Okay. Now, do I remove any other upgrades? No. Repair. Equipped. Costs us a bit of money. Also, generally repairing stuff before selling it doesn't pay off, right? So no need in doing that. Crafting though. Do I want to craft something? I mean, this has significantly more, like 50% more armor actually than what I'm wearing, but... And more resistance to bludgeoning and slashing damage, but 31% less to monsters. And crucially, it won't give us the toxicity bonus. So yeah, legendary griffin armor. Oh, we can wear that one yet. Plus sign intensity, but nah. I mean, crafting stuff would give him some money that we could then recuperate by selling some of our stuff. I mean, how about... I mean, I'm gonna need dimeritium plates anyways, right? And not... I mean, this all costs money. Let's do some of that. Dimeritium ingot, you can either make from glowing ore ingot and dimeritium ore, or twice the amount of dimeritium ore. Let's craft a couple. Because I don't think we need glowing ore ingot for almost anything. I think you need dimeritium ingots over dimeritium plates sometimes. Oh, that gives him a nice amount of money. Dimeritium ore from dark steel ingot and meteorite silver ingot, I mean, sure. Dimeritium plate, I mean, I think I'll make like 10. Glowing ore ingot from glowing ore, oh yeah, I think so. Make all of them. Dimeritium ore. Can only make that from dark steel and meteorite silver ingot. Dark steel ingot from dark iron ingot and steel ingot. Or dark iron ore and steel ingot. Yeah, let's make a couple of those. Yeah. I mean, maybe it'll come back and bite me a little bit in the future, you know, when I'm looking to craft something with the cheaper crafting ingredients, but they're easier to get, I don't know. Dimeritium ingot, that's one dimeritium ore. How do I make these again? Oh, I need meteorite silver ingots as well. For this I need meteorite ingot and silver ingot. Let's make those first. But at least, I mean, at least crafting the ores away I think is safe. And look at how much money it gives him. Oh, we'll be able to sell so much. So then we'll make 10 meteorite silver ingots. Resin? From what? Sap? I don't know. Silk? I think so. Silver ingot. Yeah, let's make all these. Don't think we need any ore. Oh, that's also from just general silver, yeah. Crafting. Oh, we can even make silver ore from what? Oh, from the silver, okay. Steel ingot from iron ingot and coal, that makes sense. Steel ingot from iron ore and coal, sure. Steel plates, nah. String from what? Thread? I'm not sure. Thread from cotton? Okay, maybe. Zirconian powder from coal, sulfur and saltpeter? I guess so. Let's also buy 4 coal to make a couple more. Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll make thread from cotton. Alright, now I'll make lots of string, I guess. I don't think there's anything that requires thread but not string. Alright, no wait, what's this require? Thread. Okay, actually, so I guess I'll keep most of my threads. I'll make like 20 or so more. Okay. Silver plate, nah. Resin, not sure. Maybe I need sap for some stuff. Meteorite silver ingot, though? Yes. Meteorite ingot? I'm missing meteorite ore. Oh, lesser runestones are always useful to have. Oh, I only have one. Black pearl dust. What about this? Oh, that's requiring silk and powdered pearl. Let's make as many as we can, though. Linen can be made from thread as well. Oh, that's right. Okay. Let's see if we can powder any pearl or black pearl. That's in dismantle, though. Oh, first of all, I can open up this. And I can make leather out of the hides. Okay, we got 34 lesser runestones, 24 glyph of infusion. That's good to know. Twine resin. Is that rope? Wire, twine, fiber. Oh god. It's just ashes then, though. So... Oh, Major Alexander's log. I haven't read those yet. So where's the pearls? Do I have any? I mean, I just made one, right? There's 2 pearls, so we can just make 2 powdered pearls, I guess. Do I have any black pearls? What can I make out of pure silver? Silver ingots? Sure. Copper ingot, diamond. No black or dark pearls, I don't think. No. Well then. Crafting. Crafting component. Copper ingot is made out of copper ore, of course. And copper ore is made out of unrefined copper ore. I mean, sure. Let's have this blacksmith do all that for us. Don't think we're gonna be using copper for much, but... might as well. Copper ingot, that's 17, yeah. Right, copper plate. I mean, sure, let's do 1 or 2. Pure draconite leather requires hardened leather and chitinous shell. I know there's a couple of armors that require cured draconite leather, so let's make it. Pretty expensive though. Is there anything else I need hardened leather for? Maybe. So I'll just go down to like... maybe like 15. Cured leather can be made out of leather scraps. I think we need leather scraps for some stuff though. Dark iron ingot. Dark iron plate, dark steel ingot. That would require quite a few dark iron ingot, which in turn would require dark iron ore. Dark steel plate, dameridium ingot, dameridium ore. Yeah, I can make heaps more dameridium ore, right? I know dameridium is pretty important for like some of the high-end stuff. So I'm thinking we definitely want that. Dameridium plate, yeah. Rather this though, I think. And also this over this, because it saves some dameridium ore. There's also glowing dameridium ingots and plates later on for the Grandmaster stuff, I think, but that's a while away. Dameridium plate, I'm not sure. Hardened leather. It's made out of cured leather and wax. Yes, please. Also, let's buy all the wax. There is 14, 15, yeah, whatever. Hardened timber. Do I need that for anything? I don't know. Infused dust is made out of powdered monster essence. Yeah. Sure, let's do a couple of those. Infused shard is made out of infused dust. Something like that. Leather scraps are made out of leather straps. I'll keep some leather straps as well, though. Make one or two of these. I can get more silk if I have more linen, so I need like 3 more linen. Two more silk. Right. Meteorite silver ingot. Sure. And I think that's it for now, though. Meteorite silver plate, nah. For the stuff that I'm very likely gonna use later on, or can make use of later on. So that's crafting components. Don't think I want to make any of that. Tools, yeah. So he's got a good amount of money now. 13,800 to be precise. So let's sell some stuff. Not the Manticore steel sword, though. Did I sell the Manticore silver sword to someone? I might have. Because it's curiously missing from my collection, which would be super annoying. Blood sword. Yeah, I mean a leveled Arondite is always better, right? Also, I should probably start with the armor, because that's much heavier. And also with yeah, mastercrafted racing saddle. Racing saddle, saddlebacks, horse blinders, racing horse blinders. I'll keep the trophies, of course. Ring. Won't buy any of that stuff. He would buy some of that stuff, but I don't think I want to sell him any. He doesn't buy the... Right, he doesn't buy the hides and stuff. So, can I sort by weight? Yes, I can. Because this is what... Oh! This is that heavy mace. 6.26. Holy crap, Havor. This is a steel sword with even more damage actually than what I have. Just chance to cause burning as well. Well, we'll have to look at that. Manticore steel sword, blood add. So these are all lighter, but also cheaper. These are all 1.6 and also 200. Something was this. 512. Oh. Pickaxe. Holy crap. Okay, and there we are. Can't sell anymore. Back to 22k. At least we've sold all the armor. Die remover, lots of dice here. Okay. We're a bit lighter now at 146. Still. So yeah, I was looking at the tiger, possibly. So this has more art sign intensity, critical hit chance, 10% chance to cause bleeding, and some bonus experience. And the other one just has like 10% chance to burning, right? Which one was that? Not Blood Aid. But it was one of the Havor, right? Igni sign, chance to cause burning. I mean, sure, let's repair it.
So long.
Now if I... $508 to 620. Yeah. 10% critical hit chance, 10% hit chance. Yeah, the bleeding, I mean, the bleeding's pretty useful. What they look like? I mean, this looks pretty cool. What's this look like? What, exactly the same? Are you kidding me? No. This is Havor, right? Yeah, this is more, has a smaller guard. It's a bit diagonal. And this one has kind of runes on it. I do think I like this look better though. Also fits better with the Arondite, I think. So sure, I'll get the Dusbog runestones out of there then. That'll destroy the tiger, of course, but that's fine, I guess.
Greetings.
Show me what you...
So it was a remove upgrade, right? No, it was dismantle. Wait, why can't I see it? Oh, can't I dismantle, like, Witcher swords or what? Because I can't dismantle my... Manticore gear either. Or is it because I'm wearing them? That would be slightly annoying.
So long.
I'm not wearing it. Okay, well then I'll have to keep this on, I guess. For now at least, unless I find something much better. Split bolt does silver damage. I mean, sure. Gonna get rid of some of those bolts. Also, I don't have very many runes in here, huh? Do I want to increase my Erdin intensity? But I mean, the other ones aren't great, right? The other runes. Hidden intensity is that one. Yeah. I mean, I can have a look if he'll make
Greetings.
some upgrades for me.
You're in luck.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So, Chernobyl. Oh yeah, we can upgrade all our runestones. And glyphs. Yeah, that requires us using our resources, the ones that we don't want to use currently. Stubok, Triglav, Veles, Zoria. Or for the greater stuff, we often don't have the recipes yet, right? Okay, so we can sell a little more. What's 2.5k? Sure. Let's just sell these swords. Fryhead Brigade. Have you heard of the Fryhead Brigade? Alright, come on. There must be something under 300. Yeah, there we go. 127. That's much better.
So long.
Okay.
Stay out of my way.
Yes, yes. Now there's another merchant here that's gonna buy my hides at least, but he seems to have packed up for the night. Anything else I want to do in Oxenfurt? Yeah, that quest of course. So I wanted to speak to the Redanian officer concerning the Oxenfurt drunk. Oxenfurt the academy may be my alma mater, but Oxenfurt the town, that is where I received my true education. The experiences I had in the inns and alleyways often left me a trembling wreck, overwhelmed by the majesty of the world opening up before me. Sadly, during the Third Nilfgaardian War, the town became a shadow of its former self, and the few who remained in its inns and alleyways risked not enlightenment, but death at the hands of a mysterious murderer. Geralt, bless his heart, decided to investigate the matter, suspecting that the responsible party might be a monster. Where's that? Guardsman. Captain.
Crawl back under your rock.
One of these guys, right? No.
Well, well. Carduin of Lan Exeter, head of the Conclave of Mages. Or should I say the Conclave of Mages not yet turned to ash at the stake.
What do you want?
I don't think I've ever spoken to him.
Seems to me it's a golden age for the Conclave. For mages in general, huh?
We've seen the dawn of hard times for mages. The Conclave does everything in its power to help them survive.
Is that a fact? As long as they don't mind being yoked and muzzled.
And I say, it's easy to play the hero, die a foolish death. But someone must survive, preserve our body of knowledge for future generations. You don't understand. You cannot. But sometimes it takes courage to be a coward.
Radovid pleased with the witch hunts?
No, and he shan't be until he sees Philippa Eilhart atop a pyre.
Your king doesn't forget easily.
Such things as she did to His Majesty are impossible to forget.
Farewell.
Keep that up and I'll crack your skull open.
This is the ship of His Majesty Radovid V, King of Redania. State your business.
I want to see Radovid.
Haha. Many want to. Not so many can. I'm to let no one on board unless expressly ordered to do otherwise.
Got off before I lose my patience.
Here to talk about the contract.
Contract? Ah, yes. Put my mark to something of the sort. Seems a creature's attacking lonely passers-by, abandoning their corpses in gutters around Oxenfurt.
Isn't that something you should look into?
Perhaps, but we've a ploughing war to win. Haven't got the time to clean gutters.
Let's talk about the reward.
Acquit yourself well and you'll not be disappointed. Redanian army's no band of scruffs. We can afford to hire a witcher.
See how much I can get out of them here. It's usually slightly less than half on this scale, so 335?
I see you've taken a more reasonable tack.
No.
We're finally getting somewhere, but it's still too much.
330.
Very well. That I can pay with a clear conscience.
I'll take the job. Need to hear some details.
You'll learn everything I know.
Any witnesses to these attacks? Anyone see the beast?
Some woman survived an attack. They say she's not been sober since. I'd try the tavern in Oxenfurt if you're willing to try talking to her.
Like to examine the victims' bodies.
A corpse is a corpse.
I see the wounds. Might be able to tell what kind of monster killed them.
Ask our Sawbones. He'll know if the corpses have been burned or not. You'll most likely find him in the hut on the riverbank. Our impromptu morgue.
Won't give me any trouble with the reward, will you?
Nah, I want this out of my hair.
Talk to the witness, talk to the medic. Alright, we can do that. Let's talk to the medic first. It's just down the bank of the river here.
Your kind spreads disease.
Defeatism and desertion. I think it's that guy over there, right?
You the medic? I'd like to see the monster's victims.
Oh, yes. I've not had them burned yet. Must get to that.
No-HUD. I'll come back.
Reason for that being that I think I haven't equipped... That's right. Haven't equipped my delusion. That might come in handy.
You the medic? I'd like to...
Ah,
You done autopsies yet? Intend to?
why would I? Beggars and vagrants. Every last one stinking of cheap wine.
Mind if I have a look?
In point of fact, I'd prefer you didn't sniff around.
Gonna make me come back with a written order?
Good grief. Pushy, aren't we? Here, the key to the morgue. Look all you want. Stitch red to red, yellow to yellow, and white to white. Very fun.
So... Nah. What the hell's this? Okay, there's some bodies here.
He was drunk. Someone dragged him over the cobblestones. Fang marks on his neck. Vampire sucked his blood. Vampire bites and the strong stench of alcohol. Just like the other one.
Talk to the witness, okay. That's all then.
If you were an ordinary, I'd diagnose anemia. But you are far from ordinary. You're a witcher. Yes?
Thanks, I guess. So off to the tavern we go.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel.
You've had a little too much to drink, huh?
Honor in the fatherland.
Sure you are. Now which one is it?
Be gone with you.
Alright, alright.
Cause when you plant the red, it goes.
Baptized.
You gotta start
Mark
with
of
its
the devil.
stone.
Quiet down.
What?
Hear you.
Let him. Let Radovid himself hear me, son. I'm sure he'd like it, cause he's a good chap. Not at all a loony tosser like folks say.
Oh. Will you buy a round for a victim of the beast?
Tell me about the monster. How you were attacked.
I'd need another bottle to get through it.
I think you'll tell me everything I need to know. Bottle or no bottle.
Yes, I will. I was leaving the inn that night. Might have had a drink or 5. But I'm sure I wasn't hallucinating. Something down an alley called my name. It was dark. Couldn't see what it was, but it wasn't no human. Of that I'm certain.
What makes you so sure?
I just know. This thing grabbed the hem of my skirt, but I broke free and ran.
That it? You didn't see much.
Don't believe me either, do you? Fuck you! Fuck you all! Don't believe me either, do you?
Okay, okay. Examine the site where the monster was seen using your witcher senses. Where exactly was that? Alright, just outside of the tavern.
Fuck you all!
He's around here, I think.
They found another corpse yesterday. Drained to the last drop, not an ounce of blood left. Skin and bones.
Last, streets aren't safe no more.
Ah, you got nothing to fear. Haven't you heard? The beast only attacks rich blokes. Won't even glance at you.
What's this drivel? Since when's a monster care if a man's wealthy or poor?
Maybe they taste different. You know, a fish lives in the muck's got different flesh than one that swims clear mountain streams.
Out of here!
You willing to talk to
Stay
me at
out
all?
of my
My
way.
goodness.
Yeah, that's what she said. No, it's to the right of here. So, should be around here though, huh? Yeah, pretty much exactly here. Maybe the other side of this wall. Oh, that's something.
A bracelet. Pretty worn. Silver under the gilding. Too big for a woman's wrist. Attacker lost it most likely. Fondness for jewelry. Wounds on the victims' bodies. Everything suggests a catacan. Except this vampire likes the blood of drunkards. That's the way to lure it out.
Talk to the innkeep and get drunk in order to bait the catacan. Geralt had dealt with a great variety of beasts over the course of his career as a witcher, but an alcoholic vampire? That was a first. Well, except for maybe that one, but that was a long ago. This catacan, as witchers call this manner of beast, had taken a liking to the blood of drunk men. Once Geralt figured this out, he knew exactly how to lure it out of its hiding. So we gotta get drunk now, I guess. Fun times.
Just what's this? The witch hunters will see to you.
Mark of the
Come
devil.
one, come all.
Oh, I remember you. What'll it be?
Want to get drunk off my ass, and it's gotta be on cheap wine.
Trouble with the lass? Or did your enterprise go under?
Neither. Just part of the job.
And what a job it
I'll
is.
need you to pay in advance.
50 crowns. What?
And keep it coming.
One drink all I had.
Walk around near the tavern in order to provoke the catacan. Okay.
Once was a maid from Vicovaro. Tight at night, she'd be loose come morrow. Early in the morning.
Beautiful.
Another maid from Vicovaro. Plowed with pleasure, drank with sorrow, till early in the morning. Catacan didn't hear it. I'll try another verse.
Yes, please. Is this where I'm supposed to go? No? Just the other side of the tavern. Alright, I can't go any faster, I guess. If I'm not fast enough, I'm gonna get sober before I finish this quest, and we can't have that, can we? Geralt, you gonna sing again?
Our third maid was not demanding, gave it up to any man standing, early in the morning.
What's the meaning of this? Such rudeness and vulgarity, young people these days.
All right. Sheesh.
But I'm right where I am, ain't I? Oh no, now it wants me to go back there.
Stay out of my way.
Well, yeah, I guess I gotta walk around a little, sing in different spots for the Catacan to notice me. See how many more verses Geralt knows.
I sense your blood.
Come out and fight, bitch.
I shall drink your blood.
Come on, cut the shit.
Here I am. Over here.
Whoa!
Where's that damned Catacan?
What? Failed? No. This is probably after I failed the fight. I don't want to fail it here.
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Velen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Oh god, for real.
Choked to death on 3 pounds of steel.
And I can't.
Once was a maid from Vicovaro. Tight at night, she'd be loose come morrow. Early in the morning. Another maid from Vicovaro. Plowed with pleasure, drank with sorrow, till early in the morning.
Should probably put on vampire oil as well.
Catacan didn't hear it. I'll try another verse.
One drink all I had.
Now it wants me to go here, okay.
Our third maid was not demanding, gave it up to any man standing, early in the morning.
What's the meaning of this? Such rudeness and vulgarity.
All right. Sheesh.
I sense your blood.
Come out and fight, bitch.
I shall drink your blood.
Come on, cut the shit.
Here I am.
I can't.
Over here.
Now I can use. Oh, what?
Not in a hurry.
Good thing they didn't. Take it personally. Alright, seems like this is unavoidable.
Where's that damned catacan?
Still kinda annoying that failing a state of the quest is unavoidable. Okay.
They found another corpse.
I can hear it.
Drained to the last drop, not an ounce of blood left.
It's going to the hut by the river.
This one? Locked? Guess I can climb in this way.
How do you like that silver?
Oh, that wasn't my intention. What happened? Uh-oh. Fuck. Oh, also I'm not sporting any decoctions right now, am I? I should probably change that. Or works this like this as well, I guess. We found a new sword. Dagwraith it was, right? Silver sword. 676 to 826. That's actually a bit more than the leveled Arondite, but Arondite has a couple levels open still, so... Burden art, bonus experience for monsters and stuff, yeah. What does it say now? Just collect your reward, huh? Yeah. Let's go back to the Redanian captain.
Stay out of my way.
Which one was it? It was... you, I think. Killed the monster.
Killed the monster that was murdering folk. Turns out a catacan was prowling the city.
You speak true. But What on earth's a Katakan?
A higher vampire. Particularly interesting case, this one.
How the hell could a foul beast be interesting?
This one liked alcohol. Had a hugely inflated ego, too.
What matters is you snuffed it out. Due some praise for that, Witcher.
Give me my 330
So
orens, or crowns rather. 480 experience and 50 crowns. Let me have a look at that. Where the cat and wolf play. Was 79, yeah. Oh, no new text. But there is in the bestiary, right? Insectoids, Arakace. Narashe ein wood and dissen, let sleeping Arakace lie. Powerful pincers are more filled with razor-sharp teeth and venom glands packed with deadly toxins. These constitute the Araka's deadly arsenal. Since people and farm animals make up an important part of these creatures' diet, contracts on Arakace in turn constitute an important source of Witcher coin. Is that insectoid oil and golden aureole, yeah. Relics. Which new relics have I found? I haven't had... haven't fought fiends before. I regret to inform your grace that your grace's son fell ill while hunting a fiend. He died on the spot along with his squire. His guide to the beaters? What? The beaters? His peasant entourage on his hounds. Kevin Gel, manager of the Villepin estate near Vizima. Fiends are walking mountains of muscle, capped with horned, tooth-filled heads. Like their rarer cousins, bumberquatches, they live in thick forests, swamp and bogs. When possible, they avoid humans, but when not possible, they kill them, and without much difficulty. Chorts, yeah, that's what we killed earlier, but not a fiend yet. Also, Sylvans. Well, that's the old god that we found, right? Igni, relic oil, devil's puffball, salmon. Sylvans are cruel, greedy, and treacherous. Still, I prefer them to Dwan, Yevin, legendary Scoia'tael commander. Sylvans and Yakshas, a kindred species, are extremely rare woodland creatures whose appearance combines traits of goats and rotund men. These beings usually pose little danger, for they limit their contact with humans to playing harmless, though often bothersome, tricks and eating crops from their fields. Spectres. Vampires, Gale. Or Katakans first. Militale, Great Mother, protect us from evil, from unclean devils and foul demons, and most of all from the clutches of Katakans and Neckarats. Fragment of a prayer. Katakans and their more dangerous kin, Neckarats, are the embodiments of human fear. They hide in the shadows, they feed on blood. They resemble enormous bats, though with long fangs and even longer talons. And, as if that weren't terror enough, they can turn invisible, waiting unseen while dread of their unpreventable attack overwhelms their victim. Moondust, yeah, to stop them from being invisible, I guess. Devil's Puffball, Vampire Oil, Irden, and Igni. Now, Gale is the one we just fought. Vampire bites and the strong stench of alcohol. Contrary to popular belief, monsters are not all alike. Like people, individual members of the same species can each have their own unique traits, preferences and weaknesses. A good example of this is the Katakan, which once fed on the inhabitants of Oxenfurt. Perhaps influenced by its close proximity to the hard-drinking student youth of the city, this vampire developed a keen appetite for blood spiked with a hefty dose of hard alcohol, and also baubles and gaudy jewelry of all kinds. The vampire had clearly thrived on its high-octane diet. It had grown exceptionally strong and gained the ability to regenerate lost life quickly, cause heavy bleeding with its claws and, if all that were not enough, melt into the air and appear again behind its opponent's back. Luckily, the Quen sign meant the Witcher was well equipped to defend against the surprise attack, and the Urden sign would let him catch the monster in a trap. To bait the vampire, Geralt took note of its dietary preferences and seasoned his blood to match by loading up on cheap wine. This made it somewhat harder to aim his blows too, but he still managed to defeat the beast, and then had another battle awaiting him the next morning, this one against a powerful hangover. Okay. Should we catch up on our characters a little bit as well? Why not? Why the hell not? So Annabelle is the pester that we met earlier, right? Geralt encountered this young woman's ghost in the uppermost room of the haunted tower on Fyke Isle. She told him that in life she'd been a local lord's daughter. When enraged peasants stormed their tower, she feared they would ravage her honor if they found her alive, so took a magic potion that put her in a corpse-like state of paralysis. When she awoke, she found herself lying amidst the bodies of her family and servants, unable to move. She watched in helpless horror as rats infested on the pile of corpses and began to nibble her as well. This grisly death must have somehow put a curse on her in the tower, for her ghost had wandered in restless torment ever since. Geralt engaged his vast experience with such curses to search for a possible solution. Having learned that Annabelle had loved a simple fisherman named Graham, Geralt decided this man and the bond of true love the two youths shared could be their salvation. Perhaps there was something in the girl's words that had put Geralt on his guard, or perhaps his witcher instincts simply warned him in time. Either way, Geralt knew that he was dealing with a literal second before Annabelle revealed her true nature. The spirit was in fact a pester, a plague maiden, a terrible wraith which spreads death and pestilence. Cadwyn of Lanexeter, we just met this guy. Cadwyn of Kovir was once a wealthy and influential member of the Council of Sorcerers, a man known and respected by all the rulers of the North. After the council imploded during the coup of Thanet Isle, Cadwyn spared no expense in his quest to rebuild his brotherhood's hard-won position. This motivated him to take part in the eventful summit in Loch Muin, during which a handful of mages seeking to reactivate the council were forced to accept King Radovid's patronage. After that, Cadwyn found himself on the king's leash, completely dependent on the whims and moods of a mad ruler whom he had not served out of respect but fear. The mage's pride, however, forced him to don a brave face and play out the hand fate had dealt him. Graydon, that's the witch hunter. That's the contact of Tamara's, right? Graydon was one of the witch hunters in King Radovid's service, and like a great many of his comrades, he came across as a level-headed fellow, one free of prejudice, at least in his dealings with witchers. Graham. Graham was a simple fisherman from an even simpler village, Oreton, yet the role he had played in local events was anything but. Fyke Isle, the tower, the curse, yet been a key part of it all. Geralt had learned from Annabelle about the deep feelings the two had shared, but the rest of that tragic story only emerged later. Exactly how the young man had participated in the incident in the tower remained rather unclear. What was certain was that he tried to defend his beloved and fled to Fyke Isle right after what he thought was her death. Graham filled Geralt in on the rest of the story, one in which youthful longing for happiness lost out to fate's cruelties and human greed. Having learned there was a slim chance he could save his beloved's ghost, the fisherman set out at once to help the witcher lift the curse weighing down on the isle. Yet, though the evil spell was indeed broken, the story still did not have a happy ending. Despite his courage and dedication, Graham died while saving the one he had never ceased to love. How tragic. Tavar Egebracht. The Nilfgaardian Tavar Egebracht came from a family with a long military tradition. His ancestors had proudly served under the Golden Sun banner during the conquests of Mecht, Geso and Metinna, fighting and dying for their emperor. That last fate was met by Tavar's cousin, Colonel Tibor Egbrecht, who fell in the Battle of Brenna during the previous Northern War. Despite this fact, Tavar felt no hatred for Nordlings, considering his cousin's death a grievous yet inevitable consequence of war. He performed his duties as quartermaster diligently, with the good of his soldiers his top priority. It's the guy we met in the army camp, right? And Viserad, news of the Nilfgaardian army's approach led nobles of all ranks and orders to pack up their silver and flee post-haste to safer harbors, abandoning all thoughts of defending their patrimony and leaving their lands at the invaders' mercy. Lord Viserad was no exception to this rule. The magnate had ruled much of Velen from his base at Krau's Perch before fleeing with his family to take shelter in a tower on Fyke Isle. The safety he sought there was not, however, to be found, and the massacre in which he was slaughtered became the source of a great many ghastly rumors and legends. According to one of them, Viserad, unmoved by human suffering, had his mage poison starving peasants who had come to him to beg for food. A hideous tale, yet one that sadly seemed plausible given the desperate conditions in the land. Yet the truth turned out, as is its wont, to be much simpler. Viserad was murdered by his traitorous former subjects, who were driven by greed, jealousy, and the base jacassery that is all too widespread among the human race. Anna was found in the end, but the events she had witnessed and took part in had left such a deep mark on her body and mind that she would never again be the same. Her mind had quite simply cracked under the weight of it all, dropping her into an abyss of horror and despair. Geralt's suspicions were confirmed shortly thereafter. The curse afflicting the unfortunate woman was indeed the crone's doing. Anna had turned to the ghastly sisters because she did not wish to give birth to the Baron's child. The crones granted her wish in their own twisted way, with a curse which made the fetus inside her wither on the vine, taking Anna's life energy with it. In despair, she turned to the Pella, who made her a talisman to hamper the evil magic's influence. Anna had lost this during a fight with the Baron, and was thus rendered defenseless against the crone's magic. After that, the worst was free to happen. The markings on her palm began to hurt, and a fiend dragged her to the heart of Crookback Bog, where she paid back her debt as the crone's slave. Yennefer made it clear why the White Hunt wanted Ciri. Eredin wanted the power latent in the Elder Blood. She also let Geralt know that Ciri had been seen in war-ravaged Velen, as well as in Novigrad, the largest city in the world. Reports that Ciri had spent time at Krau's Perch proved true. She was there as a guest of the local warlord, Philip Strenger, also known as the Bloody Baron. Despite his violent moniker, the man also treated Ciri with kindness and respect. It seemed that during Ciri's time in Velen, she'd got into a quarrel with some sort of witch or witches in the swamps. Geralt learned the truth of Ciri's time in the swamps from the mouths of the hideous crones themselves. Even Ciri, better able to hold her own than most anyone in existence, was lucky to escape from these powerful beings alive and intact. Gran, Hendrik, Imlerith, Johnny, all those are a while ago. Kira, though. Geralt later learned the reason for this, and Kira's fate gave him ample fodder for contemplating the cruel whimsies of the Wheel of Fortune. Once the esteemed advisor to the now late King Foltest, she had been chased out of Temeria when she lost that ruler's trust. Later she joined the Lodge of Sorceresses, which earned her the hatred of Redania's king and Nilfgaard's emperor alike. Because of this, she'd gone deep undercover, posing as a cunning woman, a village witch of sorts, deep in the Velen boondocks. It was not at all difficult to tell that she despised every minute of this. Kira then asked Geralt for another favor, lifting the curse from the tower on Fyke Isle. Curses and favors being what Geralt does best, he obliged. Kira had never stopped longing for the luster of life at a royal court. Thatch-roofed huts could hardly compare to elegant ballrooms and palace gardens. One day she decided to organize an interlude from Velen's grim atmosphere by treating herself to a sumptuous meal. Acquiring the refined ingredients proved less trouble than finding an appropriate dinner partner, that is, until Geralt showed up. The Witcher gladly accepted the sorceress's invitation for dinner, but showing unusual restraint, turned down her other, decidedly unambiguous propositions. Sadly, an evening that started out so nicely ended quite unfortunately for the Witcher. Kira put him to sleep with a secretly cast spell. Clearly, she wanted to hide something from him. Turned out that Kira had played the Witcher like a well-tuned harp, strumming all the right chords to keep him occupied while she stole the mage's Alexander's notes from Fyke Isle. She was planning to use the notes as a bargaining chip while making a deal with Radovid. His plague research could be a ticket back to life without lice, ticks, and omnipresent filth. Though her planned move was as stupid as it was risky, Kira was deaf to all of Geralt's arguments. In the end, he had to admit he had no right to stop her, and so Kira left, taking Alexander's notes with her. Tamara and her escort of witch hunters made it to the swamp clearing, but what she found there was no cause for joy, to say the least. The crones no longer controlled her mother, true, but the experience had left her with an adult mind. Tamara's father, the bloody baron, whom hitherto she had held in contempt, took the high ground this time and swore to travel to the ends of the earth to search out even the slightest hope of returning Anna to sound mind. Though Tamara did not want to admit it, she appreciated her father's gesture. On this subject, there was no denying his determination. Paying no heed to the fact that a confrontation with the crones might end tragically for him, he decided to ride into the swamps and try to free Anna from their clutches. They say a man's true nature is revealed in times of crisis. The Baron's reunion with his wife certainly was such a time. Her deplorable state shook Philip to the core. Yet when he learned there was a sliver of hope that Anna could be cured of her madness, the Baron seized that thought with all his strength and decided to ride with his wife to the very end of the known world, to the Blue Mountains, and seek help for her tortured mind there. Oh, so he's actually gone for good, I guess. The mysterious elf, the Pella. Sometime after that, the old Pella asked Geralt to help him hold Forefathers' Eve. When witch hunters sought to break up the ritual, Geralt defended its participants and earned the soothsayer's trust and respect. Many people have proverbial skeletons in their closet that they would be aghast to have exposed to the public eye. One can thus imagine the Pella's horror when his darkest secret literally emerged from the grave during Forefathers' Eve in the form of his murdered father's ghost. To the unfortunate shaman's further horror, Old Man Ambrose was clearly out for revenge. Yet Geralt intervened, and the Pella was saved from otherworldly vengeance. The circumstances of the murder were explained, and the Pella, though still guilty of murder, was revealed to be a victim in his own right. By helping the Pella do battle with the demons of his past, Geralt earned himself the old man's undying gratitude. Yennefer told Geralt that Triss had recently taken up residence in the free city of Novigrad. The circumstances of Geralt's initial reunion with Yennefer after 2 years were quite different than he had imagined. The sorceress was not only safe and sound, but had even secured the aid of an unexpected and mighty ally, the Nilfgaardian Empire. Okay, so I think we're pretty much done with catching up on the glossary here. Which means now we can head to Novigrad, I think. And that is what we will do next.
Disease. Defeatism and